Welcome back, everybody. Just going to play through our Visions of Mana. Last time out, we cleared Chapter 5 and defeated the Benevolent of Light. Got a couple of side quests still to go back into the temple, so we're just going to go straight back in and get on with it. And then, yeah, we'll go see the goddess, I think it was. Oh, dear. Right. Hopefully, it should be pretty quick going. As we've set everything up ready. Wouldn't mind trying to get some CS gauge.
Watch your step here. Take this. Unseen blast. Come at me. Got it.
That's good. Okay, CS gauge is the most important. What do we do? Interact?
Looks like we've been teleported.
Can I actually just... Okay, so the first one is just here, so... Here's the jackals.
This shouldn't take long.
Really? Fancy looking earring on the ground.
Taking this?
Right. Side quests. We need to defeat bluster gases now. It's a bit later on in the dungeon if I recall. Could probably have just teleported to a meridian, but it's all good.
Looks like we've been teleported.
Let's teleport here and go down.
Where to next?
Or not.
Let's use the meridian to travel.
That's no gas. That's no gas. Don't tell me I could have gone.
Watch your step here.
Where were they then? That's where I teleported to. 2 seconds, I've got it written somewhere. Nope, pushed the wrong button. So that's a found in part later of the dungeon, but
Let's use the meridian to travel.
maybe they're this way then. That's the frost, Gigas. Oh yeah, after we got that sword, that's where they were.
Looks like we've been teleported.
There's one. Sure, we'll be fine.
I can handle this alone. Take this. Okay. You're mine.
It's just survival of the fittest.
Okay.
I don't make the rules.
More? Yep.
Watch your step here.
Come on.
You're mine.
Okay. That's where we came down, right? How many do we need? 2 more.
If I turn it like this. Okay, that did the trick. Okay, that did the trick. Okay, that did the trick.
It's weird that... Oh, that...
If I turn it like this. Okay.
Why does it not
that did the
stop
trick.
there? I don't know. I'm fine. The 2 more in here? 1, 2, yes. Should just do this.
Let's teach them a lesson. Salamander candle. Take this. You're mine. I've saved up quite a bit of lucre. Time for some new gear.
Is that it? I think so. Yep. Okay, we're done. Let's just
Where to next?
back out. And then... I just love having water on. Find it so good. Okay. Just head back.
Let's use the meridian to travel.
Your earring.
Helping out people in need can be so
Boosts
rewarding.
silence. Increase the chance of silencing an enemy by 80%. That's not what I was looking for. Moves. Might put Stone Saber on here. It's becoming a jack of all trades, which is nice.
Where to next? That was a great new experience.
Luca. Okay, let's head to the Meridian here because I want to save before we progress. Doesn't seem to be anything else.
Let's use the Meridian to travel. Let's rest up.
Okay. As we've done a good little portion there. Head down to the port.
I must chronicle every detail of our Soul Guard Kum Alm's journey. Every word he said, every path he's trod. Oh, and I mustn't forget the events at Teratio.
Aish is keeping himself very busy with his records.
Yeah, well.
Bum, bum, ba, da, dum, bum. Okay, where am I going actually? Not that way. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, Day Cliffs. Probably go around and do that then, to be honest, but fine. Head here.
Let's use the Meridian to travel.
All right, and then the borough.
Let's use the Meridian to travel.
I could probably just go to the Meridian actually and pick my location. But
Let's use the Meridian to travel. Let's rest up.
go to the sanctuary entrance then.
I wish we'd been able to thank Trent for his help earlier.
He probably saved our bark back there. Goodbye, convoy. Hello, calamity.
I was
that's
so
something.
desperate to get Hina's core stone. I almost lost myself. We owe him.
Who knows? We might get another chance to show our appreciation to Trent.
Okay.
Alms, I see you have returned.
Phew! You had me worried, Trent. Thanks for the help with Delaphos earlier.
Your thanks is unnecessary. As the overseer of the sanctuary, I could not sit idly by and allow harm to come to the Alms in the midst of their pilgrimage.
Trent? As in the Sentry of the Sanctuary? Watcher of the Alms' passage? He is much larger than recorded in the texts I've read on the subject. Could I perhaps...
Not now, Aish. Focus.
As for you, Soul Guard Val, here is where the escort's journey ends. I have bidden farewell to many a Soul Guard in my time here as the Overseer. However, You have been appointed as an Alm in your own right. You may proceed onward to the mana tree with the rest of the Alms.
Thank you. I am honored to fulfill my duty as the Alm of Light. But before that, I want to talk to the mana goddess.
Curious. I would inquire as to what you have seen and heard on your travels that would prompt such a request. Please enlighten me.
We know that Delafos is planning to take his revenge on the mana goddess, but we don't know why.
He's going around reviving benevolence to stir up trouble. Sure, we defeated 3 of them already, but that's not the point.
The point is that Delafos is regaining strength, and now he looks really weird and really menacing. We can't let him keep going like this.
Before long, he will arrive to assault the sanctuary. We seek a way to stop his progress, but we need the goddess's guidance.
You plan to stop Delafos yourselves? Yet again, you surprise me.
We feel partially responsible for his resurrection and sudden rise to power. Plus, he still has Hinna's core stone. I have to fix this before I can give my soul to the cause. Please understand.
Your plight is noted. It is not my wish to place any undue burdens on the Alms, nor on the goddess of mana herself. But I believe I am coming to understand what the elemental spirits saw in you when making their choices. There is change brewing in KDL. Steel yourselves, Alms. You may enter the sanctuary with my blessing. Prepare your minds and hearts for when your souls will be necessary, and for what purpose you have been called.
Ominous words, my friend. We'll stop by after we hash things out with the mana goddess. How about you wish us luck on our way?
Very well. Until we meet again, Alms, take care and keep a weather eye out on the road ahead.
Thanks. We'll try. Now it's off to see the mana goddess.
Excellent. Yeah, everyone's what I want them to be. Yeah. Crack on.
The Sanctuary of Mana.
Karina, wait!
Oh,
Looks good.
That's gotta be the Tree of Mana.
wow.
It's beautiful. Almost familiar in a way.
Familiar. Yes. It makes sense that you feel that way.
The fairy.
Dropping those eaves as always, I see. Life begins with the mana tree, and when your time in this realm is over, your soul returns here to continue the cycle of rebirth.
Oh, then the mana tree oversees not just the Alms, but all creatures. It's where all souls end up.
When the world was still Fadiel, the mana tree was in the spirit realm, right?
Yes, if Kediel had not been created, you would never have had the opportunity to see the mana tree.
Incredible. If only I could tell everyone back home what a stunning sight this all is.
We've wasted enough time looking. It's time to get some answers.
How might one find the goddess in order to seek an audience?
Follow the path and it will lead you to her. Be sure to stay on the path, though.
Sanctuary of Mana.
But that's...
Monsters? Here?
We never had monster infestations before. There goes the neighborhood.
The barrier around the Mana Sanctuary is meant to be impenetrable. However, I happen to have several hypotheses over the origins of these sanctuary monsters. Some species might have been trapped inside of the barrier at the time of its fabrication. Or perhaps specific species are able to puncture...
Oh my, Master Aish is muttering to himself yet again.
Let him talk. Maybe he'll bore the monsters to death.
We should get going, but be careful, everyone.
Indeed.
I didn't account for monsters once we were in the sanctuary. It could be the cause.
Leave the hypotheses to Aish, Morley. We got bigger fish to fry.
Finally, a lucky break. Now that I'm an Alm, I can protect you all the whole way.
Such a good combination. If we've got a lot of them.
Taking this.
If there were trapped species inside of the barrier, we must take into account the change in habitat. Could evolution have played a part in creating this many subspecies? Or perhaps...
Should we permit him to ponder uninterrupted? Words will not reach him at this stage, I believe.
It figures. Ish. Not falling behind what you find
King Rabbite. Something up here.
Let me see. A rare item.
Shield emitter or sigil. Head down.
Yes. Grizzly.
This place is awesome. That's probably the way forwards.
Taking this. I feel like I can take anything on. You're mine.
Ramco eats punks like you for breakfast.
Another chest over there. Come on.
Activate. Thanks for the pick-me-up. Grizzly.
Nearly fell off. Yeah, they're right next to each other. Okay, when we get over there.
It would have been nice to have Hinna here to see this.
Yeah. She would have loved this view.
Then I'll be sure to soak up as much of the atmosphere as I can, for her sake.
Thinking actually, let's do
That's the idea,
this.
Karina. I'll do the same.
Quite a bit of battling here, so
I can handle this alone. Okay.
Ramco eats punks like you for breakfast.
Grizzly. Grant me power. Thanks for the pick-me-up.
go down to go up, I think.
Minds of the Alms of old as they walk this path.
Our thoughts often turn to those we left behind in times such as these.
Bittersweet to reminisce, but my heart still feels warm. I'll bet you the Alms of
Honey
the
elixir.
past will give us a warm welcome.
Yes. for the pick-me-up. Let's teach them a lesson on being flat. You're mine! You're mine! Got it! Get ready! I feel myself getting stronger.
Okay. Let's grab
Yes!
this save point. We'll save because there's something ahead.
Power of mana! Let's rest up. Got some syrup. So all souls return to the mana tree eventually. In that case, I wonder if Orin and Liza are back yet. Hey everyone. We made it.
Val,
Morley
I'm
weapon.
sure-
Might bring him actually out into the party here. Haven't been there for a while.
Your voice has reached them.
Oh my god.
Got it. Grizzly.
Okay. Saw this earlier.
This is kind of exciting. A rare item.
Alice of Change. Julie. Spirit as well here. Idiot. Okay. Do Null Moogle here.
Grant me power.
And then there's something else this way.
Grizzly. This is kind of exciting. Is this?
Protective casting non-elemental.
Let's teach them a lesson. Time to call on the elemental spirit. I'm only just getting started.
We need to press on.
Nice. Could have just come up this way. Probably the way you should have done.
Let's plan our
Drop a
next
save. Let's have a chat.
The path stops here.
Then how do we get to the mana goddess?
Fairy could well have indicated the wrong route through the sanctuary. Her directions were vague at best.
Do not doubt that you are on the correct path.
It's Vidiz, the White Dragon Princess. Golly, what are you doing here?
You, your companions, and even I must face whatever future lies ahead of us, come what may.
Don't worry. Vidiz is like Trent, an emissary of the goddess.
Can you tell us how to continue on the path ahead?
I am the keeper of the future. How you choose to proceed depends on the answers you provide.
Excellent.
There are many roads you may take, each with their own consequences. Do you understand?
I think so. We have a choice to complete the pilgrimage, or not. But that decision is why we've come to the goddess. Please, let us speak to her and ask for her wisdom.
After learning the truth, how will you feel? Will you accept it?
The truth?
Have you the strength to face the truth of this world? I do not know the depth of your conviction, what resides within your heart. Make me understand your intent. Your hearts will lead you along the path you seek.
Battle start.
She wants actions, not words.
We must be center of our convictions. You won't want to miss a moment of this, Vidiz.
I do not intend to blink. Now come.
I'm getting away!
What the hell?
When tilling the lands to bear fruit, one must bear in mind the myriad disasters they will face. Extinguish the bane that threatens to incinerate all.
Insinuate fire.
This will continue until we can come up with an answer.
That is correct.
All right, got it.
Behold your next triumph.
Bring it on. I'm ready for anything.
As many rounds as it takes.
Though mortals yearn for the future, they are hindered by the shackles of their past. Expel the knowledge that leads mortals astray.
Wait, what? Give me a minute.
Take this one.
That is correct.
Excellent. It's darkness.
Final one? Then we go all out.
Ain't over till it's over, Vidiz.
As Alm was right, surely you can decipher the truth from that which is false. Discern your truth, and yours alone.
Light center.
We put our trust in you, Val.
Test your might.
I think it's the center one still.
Here, spirits.
Well done.
That was easy.
Now it is clear to me. Those strong enough to break free of their fate. Long have we prayed for pilgrims such as yourselves. You may be the heroes that the goddess of mana has needed all along. Go forth and create your own future.
Thank you, Vidiz.
Okay. get this done. I need to get to a safe point before I wrap up.
Nice to see that this place hasn't changed. No monsters either. Looks just like it did back in Fadiel times. You have had a long journey, but the mana tree is just ahead.
A long and laborious journey indeed.
The Alm's final destination.
And yet, we aren't here to offer our souls like those that came before us. We need to meet with the goddess.
Coda, the Alms have arrived.
Coda? Huh?
I am the guardian of this sanctuary.
There are humans living within the barrier? That's news to me.
Living? No. I am but a strong will given form. Consider me like one of the spirits. To put it in terms you may understand, I am the first in the long legacy of soul guards. You passed Vidiz's trial admirably, Val. I should not be surprised given that you are of my own bloodline.
You're my ancestor?
If we assume that long ago, people from Tiania were chosen to stand guard over the mana goddess, and that practice has held over to this very day. Aha! Then he is the origin of the Soul Guard tradition.
But T&E is not very big.
My mission remains unchanged since I first accepted it. Protect the goddess of mana.
Do you know where we can find her, Guardian Coda? We need to speak with the goddess as soon as possible.
You may refer to me as simply Coda. Trent and Vidiz have relayed your current plight to me. Come. I will take you to the mana goddess.
One of my ancestors is here? In the sanctuary? Well, I can't keep him or the mana goddess waiting. Time to go.
So I need a save point before we can wrap up, so just push on.
Goddess of Mana. I'm Val, and these are my friends. We've come here to ask for a moment of your time, before we offer our souls. Delafos has broken free of his seal, and is going around the world setting the Benevodons loose.
His only goal is to get his revenge on you, goddess. You have to do something.
We have so many questions to ask. About Delafos and core stones, and my strange ability. All of it.
Goddess?
I promise we're telling the truth. Please listen to us.
We fully intend to sacrifice our souls when the time comes. But first, we have to protect the world from this danger.
She cannot hear you. The goddess of mana is unreachable in her slumber. She has not once awakened since she first fell into this long, long sleep.
Not a single source I have read has ever referenced that the goddess was in this state.
No one has ever been allowed this deep within the sanctuary. Her condition is not known to any others.
But Delafos is breathing down our necks. The goddess was our last hope.
Coda? How did she end up like this?
Vidiz believes that you can be trusted to make your own decisions. So, I will tell you. tell you how this all came to be. The truth behind this world.
Lore dump.
What could have happened to the goddess? Koda should have some answers at least.
Fadiel, the world as it was once known in the distant past, was made up of 5 realms. The spirit realm, the mortal realm, the mystic realm, the ethereal realm, and the arboreal realm. Mana power once flowed freely through these places, and Fadiel knew only peace and prosperity. Until one day, mortals, in their greed, sought to use that power for warfare. The flow of mana was disrupted, and the 5 realms became perilously unbalanced. The mortal realm consumed an enormous amount of mana, plunging the mystic realm, home to the Benevodons, into disarray. The divide between the realms weakened to the point that all worlds merged into one. When the mana dried up, the monsters unleashed their wrath.
The discord that had driven people to degrade the powers of mana ended, and their battle against the Benevodons began.
The goddess wished to save the mortals from suffering at the hands of the Benevodons. So she asked Fairy, her emissary, to find Deilephos, name him her champion, and bequeath unto him the Mana Sword. And as promised, he successfully subdued all 8 Benevodons. However, he refused to return the Mana Sword, and instead swore revenge against the goddess, after the death of Cerulia.
Is that what changed Deilephos so drastically?
He lost the person most dear to him.
Sounds like Deilephos couldn't come to terms with her passing.
Indeed, Deilephos saw no reason to care about a world bereft of the one he loved. So he turned against the Mana Goddess. She ended up using all her strength to preserve a corrupted world. With her power exhausted, the goddess then fell into a deep sleep. It was up to the guardian of the sanctuary, namely me, to stand against Deilephos with the help of the elementals. But it was not enough. We struck each other at the same time, resulting in his stone imprisonment and my destruction. Only my will survived. If only I had been stronger.
So, Koda, Deilephos, and I all carry the same pain within us.
So you're the one responsible for that boulder by the entrance, huh, Koda?
Yes, though he managed to break free regardless. With the help of the elementals, I was able to divide Deilephos' terrible power and seal it away with the Benevodons scattered across the land. But I underestimated the strength of his hatred. His power was steeped in animosity, which bled into the surrounding lands, creating horrible disasters in its wake. Eruptions will scorch the earth with fire from every fissure. The wind will rage and the winged fall flightless. Pure waters will run foul and disease spread. Soil that once brought life turns all to dust and stone. Verdant lands will wither away and seeds will cease to sprout. The glaring light will obscure the boundaries of reality. Darkness will deepen, breeding monsters in its wake. The moon's hold over time will splinter, depriving all beings of logic.
Wow.
What people refer to as prophesied disasters are actually the curse of Deilephos' power upon the land.
Then, the source of these disasters was never the Benevodons at all. It was a curse, brought about by a single man's folly, from the very start.
Strong emotions revitalize mana power. In addition, Deilephos had access to the energy from the mana sword itself. The elementals tried to stop Deilephos' curse from running rampant. Their powers suppressed the worst effects from taking hold. But with the 5 realms now combined, the flow of mana slowed to a trickle. Elementals couldn't maintain that balance indefinitely. And so, without anything to check its dangerous powers, the effects of the curse spread throughout the entire world. Tortured by the curse of Deilephos, mortals turned to the goddess for help and offered up sacrifices. Alms. Alms would travel to the mana tree and freely give up their souls, their life force, to the sleeping goddess. As I mentioned, strong emotions bring about mana power. With the souls from faithful alms, the flow of mana was rejuvenated, for a time. Powers restored, the elementals could once again suppress the effects of the curse. But after 4 years, their stores of mana would once again run dry.
That's why the alms have to go to the mana tree to stop disaster from befalling our villages.
At the end of their pilgrimage, I would change the alms into core stones to give to the goddess.
Core stones? Wait, you can...
Yes, Val. Your ability was passed down through my bloodline. Originally, it was used to return monsters to the flow of mana. Reintroducing life into the flow of mana was how Fadiel maintained balance.
So then, what I did to Hinna...
Oh, Val.
Sooner or later, that fate was waiting for her in the end.
Yes, as it waits for all alms who come to the mana tree. Your souls will be given to the goddess to protect the cycle of mana, including the soul of the Alm of Earth that you possess.
Liza's?
This is all we can do until the mana goddess reawakens.
What's that?
The barrier is under siege.
Whoa, what is going on? It's probably the Benevodons. Looks like they're trying to break through.
This is Deilephos' doing.
Oh my word.
What'll happen to the sanctuary?
There is no need for alarm. The Nevedons hold great power. Not as great as the sanctuary itself.
Weird.
They're retreating.
Oh. Good.
There is no sign of the man himself. Perhaps Deilephos intended this attack to serve as a diversion?
Deilephos and the Benevodons are still a threat to us all, just like in the past.
Things aren't looking so good for the world if these monsters run free.
If the goddess is unable to grant us aid, we must muster our own forces. It is our chance to fix the future.
Our loved ones need protection. I'll do it alone if I have to.
We've already defeated 3 of these things. The remaining 5 will be a piece of cake.
Coda, we need time. I promise we will offer up our souls, but we have to take care of the world first. We will stop the rest of the Benevodons and Deilephos before he hurts anyone else.
I do not have the power to stop you either way. Do what you feel is right. The decision to fight should be left to the living. It is your duty. as protecting the sanctuary is mine. I believe your group of alms has untold potential to rejuvenate the flow of mana. And more.
More what?
It is not important. What matters is that as long as Delafos has the mana sword, he will continue his assault on the sanctuary, and the goddess kept safe within.
Then we'll just have to reclaim the sword ourselves. It's the only way to keep disaster at bay.
Returning the sword to its rightful place wouldn't hurt either.
You should keep the core stone of the Alm of Earth. Abiding by the will of the alms is important, after all.
Coda is putting a lot of faith in you. I think you'll be able to handle the road ahead as well.
Vidiz has also acknowledged their worthiness. It is time that I trusted in people once more. Though I cannot lend you my own power, I can at least release that of this little one.
Guardian of the Sanctuary, complete chapter 6. That's short.
I do believe this is the sacred beast Flammy. Ramco must have been Flammy the entire time. Flammy has made many documented visits to our world, but I never dreamed I would be in her presence.
Oh, I get it. Ramco is just another form of Flammy to begin with.
Her wings are the fastest way to convey you to the Benevolence. Make haste, Alms.
Thanks.
Please make it I can fast travel anywhere now. Flying Flammy. First time. Sacred Beast.
Flammy can take you anywhere in the world you want to go.
Ramco, you got so big. Big and strong enough to carry all of us. All the little ones grow up so fast.
Remember that Flammy's power can only fly you around for so long. She'll revert back to her cub form when you land. Just use the Flammy drum to summon her whenever you need to fly.
Nice.
Whoa! Now then, what's your plan of action?
If I may, would you be so kind as to return me to Lagrazzo?
She says it would be her pleasure.
Then, to Lagrazzo we go.
Now then, with Ramco's permission, shall we be off to Lagrazzo?
There's probably something in those archives that can help us with the Benevolence.
Ramco must really like the sound of that drum.
Wow, there's lots to do. And we've got this dark thing as well, so we might be doing some side quests, ladies and gents, and all of that good stuff.
We'll be relying.
But as we are pushing an hour, we are going to call this one a part here. So please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Really does help me out. And there'll be some more visions of
An excellent
mana.
landing, young Ramco. Brava! Now then, I will begin the process of compiling what I observed within the sanctuary for analysis.
You're not going to help us with the Benevolence?
Ah, it grieves me to say it, but I must decline. Though please keep in mind that I want a full report on your exploits. I will add it to my account of this historic situation we find ourselves in.
I suppose he is the best suited.
It's okay that you want to analyze your data, but please don't let the information that Coda entrusted you with turn into gossip.
Of course. Not to worry. I take great pains to compile my notes in secrecy.
If it isn't the head curator and the rest of the Alms, you're safe. Oh, we were worried when we heard the Benevatons were attacking the Mana Tree.
I am as well as can be expected, thanks to the Mana Goddess's barrier. Word of the Benevatons' revival has spread, I see. Have you determined where the monsters have appeared, perchance?
Reports indicate that disaster is spreading to the lands that house the Benevatons. Besseroth, Benevadon of Wind, has been spotted in the Vale of Longrin. And Tormarni, Benevadon of the Moon, near Aetern. Gandum, Benevadon of Water, was seen outside of Illistana. While the Benevadon of Wood, Floret, is stalking Vertius Burrow as we speak. Scribes have already been sent afield to collect what information they can.
Curious. The Benevadon of Fire has not been accounted for. Is there no word of Volkibel?
No reports out of the Tiania area as of yet. Our theory is that the Fire Benevadon still slumbers.
I see. I suppose that is good news. It seems you all have 4 Benevadons to take care of at present.
I can feel it. The flow of mana power in each area has changed. You could start in any location, but time is of the essence.
My word! An emissary of the goddess! What a singular wing shape! Would you mind if I sketched it?
I'm afraid I'm in a hurry.
We should get going too. Good luck, Aish.
Farewell. We will meet again soon, I'm sure.
Let's focus on the 4 monsters we know of. So, Val, what'll it be?
Leave it to me. We can head out now.
Nope. Because I started on my exit, and that is what we're going to do. Maybe I need to... head to the Meridian. Going to drop a save, and as I said before, I'm going to call this one apart here, so please like, comment, subscribe, because stuff, it really helps me out. There'll be some more Visions of Mana coming away shortly. And I'll see you all in the next one.